Thank you. And thank you to the committee and fellow inductees. Congratulations. And to my 12-year-old grandson, the answer is no, I have no prepared remarks. But it does come to an event like this, it makes you do a little reflection, reminiscing, and you realize how fast time goes by. You realize the years that you had, the things that you took advantage of, the memories, the friendships, the camaraderie, the things that happened, the things that you paid attention to then and the things you pay attention to now.
All right, we'll go back down there.
As Mike said, the role of coaches and parents, teachers, classmates, teammates, etc., are, none of us, I'm sure, of the inductees would be here without that tremendous support. At the same time, you reflect on some of the things you did take notice of that, I guess you harken back to that time. So many people here at East, or spent time at East, probably don't remember, as I did as a freshman, we didn't have any fields. In our back of our high school, we took buses over to the Woodcrest Grammar School where we practiced. And then we thought we were really living when we didn't have to take the bus anymore. We walked across Crescent Road through the woods onto the fields of St. Mary's, and that's where we practiced. We were living there. And all of a sudden you reflect on things like that and you realize how special those times were and maybe the things you missed. The conversations with some of those teammates who ended up in my wedding and are no longer with us. You suddenly realize the things you missed and you look around at the parents and grandparents and support, and all of a sudden you realize that whole generation is gone and you're the next group that's over the cliff, so to speak. But then you think about how lucky you are to have people in your life that really have made a difference. Not just in high school, but through college and as you grow up, and they mold you into the people who you become. I'm really blessed. I'm blessed today, not just for this wonderful honor, but some of those people played an active role in that molding of the clay that made me who I am today. A lot of people might say that's not all that much, but as a young 19-year-old and you lose your father and you're a sophomore in college, somebody's got to grab your collar a little bit and be a little bit more than a coach. And Dick Curl, you did that for me, and I'll never forget. As you grow up, you realize that you always wanted to do better. And who did you want to do better than? None other than your brother. You always have to beat your brother. Until you beat your brother, you're not going to get to the next level. And I had a brother, Jim, who pushed me as hard as anybody could be pushed. And I thank him for doing that. The other thing you realize is that sometimes you make a really good decision that you don't have to reflect back on, and you can say, my gosh, it's rather better to be lucky than good. And I was very lucky when I ended up marrying the first girl that said she'd go out with me. And 50 years ago, so this past September 4th, we've been together for 50 years, my wife Nancy. We were only married for 46, but we dated for 40. That's where that comes from. That's where that comes from. But like Mike, you reflect back and you think how special some of these things are and what they really mean to you. And high school was special. College was special. Living your life as you go through each and every door that opens up. And you realize, as Mike did, nothing's more important than your family. And to be called dad and grandpa, actually papa, and husband are the most important. Thank you very much for this honor. And I appreciate it.